Hello, happiness abounders, and welcome back. Today we are moving forward in our discussion all about reconnecting with ourselves by talking about meditation. Now, if you've listened to some previous episodes, you know that I am not an expert meditator. It is actually something I really struggle with. I struggle with sitting in silence and stillness when I know I have a million other things I should be doing. But I have found that one of the key things that makes a difference for me is having guided meditation versus just sitting there. And when I have guided meditation, I can actually concentrate and reconnect with myself in different ways. So I want to chat all about that today as we wrap up this final episode of this 5-part series all about reconnection. So that said, meditation, guided meditation, what do I recommend and how do we reconnect? So first things first, like I said, like guided meditations. So I have one that I like that is like a 6-step meditation, and I think it's about 15 or 20 minutes long, which is a lot to start. Full transparency there, it's a lot. But they walk you through a lot of visualizations. And a lot of those visualizations, like it starts out kind of reconnecting to yourself by imagining a beam of light and then imagining that you're spreading that light to the world, which is kind of a cool feeling. And then it goes into asking you who you need to forgive and kind of a walk-through visualization of that forgiveness of that person. So it's getting you reconnected, it's releasing negative emotions and offering forgiveness. And then it talks about goals. And it says visualize what your dream life looks like. And then visualize what your ideal day looks like. It's really neat. And then what you would need to do in the ideal day to get to that ideal life. And then a section for gratitude, and then it wraps up. Now, this is the sixth phase meditation by Vishen Lakhani, he's the creator of Mind Valley. So highly recommend checking that out. But like I said, it's one of those that really helps me reconnect in so many ways, right? I'm reconnecting to myself in the beginning. I'm releasing those negative emotions. I'm looking at my future and deciding what I want it to be, which is something that a lot of us, we think about like, oh, I want this in the future, but we don't dedicate specific time as often as possible, right? I'm not going to say every day because I don't meditate every day. But if you do meditate every day, even better. You're going to catalyst that experience, right? You're going to speed it up. But thinking about what you want in your future regularly, that's huge. Thinking about your ideal day and setting yourself up to have that ideal day regularly. How much can we shift our lives by these small few things, by setting these intentions of what we want our life to look like, releasing negative emotions, and using all of that to reconnect to ourselves? 20 minutes a day, setting those intentions can make such a big difference in achieving your dream life, but also such a big difference in that reconnection space. That space of who am I? Who do I want to be? And how can I get there? It's fantastic, right? So guided meditations, I love it. Like I said, check out the 6-phase, can't talk today, the 6-phase meditation by Vishen Lakhani, and that is with Mind Valley. Fantastic. But even if guided meditations aren't your thing, or you're like 20 minutes, that's insane, then check out a few small meditation techniques. Whether it's just sitting and there's no music, there's no guiding, it's just sitting for a minute, setting an alarm on your phone, and just focusing on your breathing for 1 minute. We can all do that, right? It feels really hard. Maybe we start out with like 30 seconds, but we can all do something like that. And by focusing on our breathing through meditation, we can reconnect with our body first and foremost. So how do you do that? Sit down and keep your back straight. Keep your head not hanging down, not super high, but in a neutral zone that's comfortable. Set the alarm on your phone and breathe. Now you can focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can also focus on if you're going to breathe through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Focus on what it feels like, the air coming out of your nostrils. Focus on, is your mouth relaxed or not? And doing that just for a single minute can really bring us back into this alignment and can be a form of meditation. But I do highly recommend finding something where there's a little bit of stillness. Because the whole point, at least in my opinion, is that it's not about, there are elements for those advanced meditators, you're probably going to cringe when I say this, but there are elements that, yes, it's about calming down your mind and reconnecting that way. But sometimes it's as simple as having a moment of stillness in a very, very busy world. Having a moment where you're focusing on your breath instead of the 1,000,001 things you have to do. A moment where there's no sound, nothing going on, so that you can see who you are without the busyness, without the chaos that can be life, so that you can identify and find a way to reconnect to yourself. So a quick recap of the last few episodes. Today, obvious, meditation. Yesterday, we spoke about getting outside. The day before that, the episode before that, we spoke about moving our body so we can have reconnection there. Journaling was before that. And then we spoke about why it's important to reconnect, especially as we go towards big goals. One thing I want to say as we wrap up this week is that I'm very excited for my upcoming declarations class. And just like the 6-phase meditation that I spoke about, and that certain segment of where do I want to go, who do I want to be, declarations are a verbal form, a verbal reminder of that to be pulled in whenever you need it. I use my declarations all the time. There's 3 different types, and I use 2 of them every single day, multiple times a day, but they help remind me of who I want to be so that I can customize my actions within that reminder and become who I want to be. Then they also help me defeat the negative self-talk telling me I can't be who I want to be. So I use these 2 different types of declarations to help up-level my life and help me reconnect and realign with the kind of person I want to be and the kind of life I want to have. So declarations are amazing for that. They can be a type of meditative tool as well, which is why I want to share with you today that I will be teaching a Declarations Success and Declarations for Happiness class this Saturday. So if you have not had a chance to sign up for it yet, be sure to do so. Go to happinessabound.com, click on courses, and click on the Declarations for Happiness course. If you are not in Utah and unable to attend in person, no problem. There will be a live Zoom call so you can watch it live. And or if you can't make it live, you can't make it in person, and you're like, I still really want to participate, I think this is exactly what I need, there will be a recording of the class posted up almost immediately afterward on a private password protected page that you only get if you sign up. And you can watch that at your convenience at any point in time. And that video is also available for anyone who signs up for the class. So if you came in person or you watched on Zoom, you can also go back and rewatch anytime you want. Also comes with a 20-page resource guide covering everything that I don't cover in the class so that you are fully equipped to use declarations to up-level your life. So again, that's coming up this Saturday. You can check it out at happinessabound.com, click on courses, and select Declarations for Happiness. I hope to see you there. So that said, have a wonderful day. Try to take a few moments of stillness, whether we want to call that meditation or not. And above everything else, remember, you can reconnect to yourself and you are capable of happiness abound.